Head women's soccer coach Derek Burton from SIUE. Coach, what do you look for your team this upcoming season?
Well, we a key word for us is going to be growth. We have a pretty young team overall. Um, a sizable number of new players, but also a sizable number of important returning young players that were freshmen last year. And so growth throughout the season, through every period, is going to be super, super important. So definitely something we're looking for in terms of everyone staying on task and really just investing in the process that we have. And no matter if it gets frustrating at times or challenging at times, which we know it's going to be challenging, whether it's on an individual level or as an entire team, to maintain the focus on the things that matter most, that we're emphasizing on a daily basis inside and outside of the field, to help continue our group growing together.
Okay. Coach, what do you like most about your team so far, and what are some of the strengths?
I like the mix of youth and experience that we have. Like I mentioned, overall, we're a pretty young team, but we have some really key players that are juniors and seniors that are very influential, whether it's within the game or just within the team setting. So I like the mix that we have. And with the new players, a sizable number of first year players, freshmen, that there's just something about the youthful energy of freshmen that always does bring a lot to a program when a new season starts. But having such a large group, in our own case for this season, it's given us a lot of energy, and so I like the mix that we have there.
Okay. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about some of those key players, and maybe a couple players to watch.
Sure, sure. I think starting with the more experienced players, I would say I think Savannah DeFini, a returning experienced player for us that plays anywhere along the front line. She's become and grown into a tremendous leader within our program, but also a great example for all of those young players that we have. The way she conducts herself, the kind of teammate she is, the student that she is. She's just a great all-around person, and someone that we're really happy is kind of leading the way for us. And also, the opportunity and potential to be super impactful when it comes to production on the field. So looking forward to big things from her. Sarah Bozeman is a goalkeeper for us. She is a redshirt junior. So she transferred to us at semester of last year and is a local player that we've known for a long time and a former teammate of some of our current players, meaning when they were growing up in high school years. So we're delighted to have her. I think she's going to show herself to be a real key player for us, and I think an outstanding goalkeeper in the league, to be honest. And then, a couple of different pieces around the team. I don't like to put too much before we get into real games about freshmen, but certainly we have some freshmen I think are going to be real impactful for us. One being Claire Naroda, local player from O'Fallon, Illinois, who's had a long line of success on the field. I think as she grows into the game and the speed of the game at this level, I think she has a chance to be pretty darn good for us.
Coach, kind of tell us about the foundation of your program, kind of your mission statement of how you like your program to be at SIUE.
Right. Well, first and foremost, we like to consider ourselves a championship goal-oriented program. We've had a decent amount of success in the OVC, and so ultimately, winning the regular season and or the conference tournament is always right there at the top of our list. Obviously, lots of things have to fall into place for those things to happen, but by and large, I think as a coaching staff, we try to maintain that as kind of our guidepost. We want to always build towards giving ourselves a chance to be at the top of the standing or at the last team standing in the conference tournament. So that's what guides us. Certainly, there's more to life as a college student athlete and as college coaches than just that. And that's the other thing I think really guides us is the academic achievement and the academic success that our players have had over the years. It's really something that I have a lot of pride in, that we do a really good job at SIUE, on the field and off the field. You can do both at a really high level, meaning be a great student and a championship caliber athlete. And certainly we've done that over the last 10, 12 years. That's something I'm proud of. So those are the things that guide us. So when we're in the recruiting process and looking for players and finding out about players outside of their soccer ability and learning about them as people, we want to make sure that we have a good idea that they fit those two characteristics of the players that we've had here that have made us very successful over the long haul.
Okay. Well, Coach, we take a look at your schedule. Your non-conference slate is a pretty solid slate, and then you pretty much cap it off with a nice battle across the river with St. Louis and stuff. So, what are you hoping to achieve before you head into OVC play?
Really, like I mentioned, with such a young and developing team, it sounds a little bit cliche, but it's true. We want to take from every game that we play and learn and get better. That's got to be the objective for us this year. Certainly, we're stepping on the field to compete and try to win each game, but we got to take every game, win, lose, or draw, and move forward and continue to get better. So that by the time we do get to the OVC schedule, we feel good and confident and knowing what we think is going to be successful for us in terms of results within the conference.
Head coach Derek Burton from SIUE, thank you for your time, and we wish you the best of luck this season.
Of course, thank you.